Hello everyone, this is Michael. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the integration Smartie Manager program. Hello everyone, welcome to Smartie Solutions. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Smartie Manager program. Hello everyone, welcome to Smartie Solutions. Today, I'm going to show you how to use the Smartie Manager program. Smartie solution is basically an interfacing program, building tool, or data processing building tool. For interfacing or data processing, normally you have a requirement of some sort. Basically, you have some sort of input data. You want to do certain things about the data, and you capture the output at the end. And for using Smart Integration Express to build a process as such or interface automatically, you will use the handler modules which are actually folders. You stack the folders up as such, and then for each folder you specify the task you want to do. And once you build your solution, you can load the solution into runtime, and once the runtime is running, you put some sort of data into the solution as an input. You will execute the steps 1, 2, 3 and give you the output. So that's basically the idea of how the Smartie solution works. And Smartie Manager is the tool for you to managing solutions. They're running their state, checking their status, and itself is also a solution runtime. Okay, let's get started. So if you launch the program, you're starting with a blank screen. That's because we haven't loaded any solutions into it. So you go to load solution, and in this video I'll just use one of the included example that in the download you just select one solution. So in this case it's a reader net sender. So you load the solution, you provided the path from C Smartie solution, in this case example 4, and the first part of the path actually is the host name. So it's a computer name where this path stays. What you've just done is to load a local solution. What does local solution mean? Is the solution is running currently in this Smartie Manager instance. So if you shut the instance down, this solution is gone. Alright. As a opposite to the local solution, there's another thing called network solution. A network solution is something running as a service. I have another video talk about running Smartie solution as a service, but basic understanding is that if you run the solution as a service, it's not running in the Smartie Manager runtime as you just seen. So what does that mean? Let's start a Smartie solution service, which is here. I have installed it as a separate process. If I start, watch this space, it will show you a network solution. So because this service currently is running on the same server, so it's still showing ASUS i7, which is my current computer, but it gives you a different path. This is where the service solution sits. So if I go to that path, I want to see what's in there, right? So if you go to this path, I have 2 solutions sitting there. So if I look at this, so you can see correspondingly I have solution 1, solution 2, both sitting in this home path of the service. Okay, so once you loaded those solutions, you can run them as I'll show you later. But before I go that, I just want to tell you the difference between a local solution and network solution is that if you do anything with the network solution, like starting a module, because it's running on a separate process in the service, if you close down the Smartie Manager, the solution on the service will still run, and whatever status it is still keep running. Whereas if you have a local solution, if you start a more, if you close the Smartie Manager program now, it will stop running. If you just open it again, I'll bring it back. See, this solution we used to start it all, they all shut down now because the whole thing was gone. And if you go back to the service network solution, you can see the network solution when we started is still there, right? And another thing is that if you have loaded the local solution, the program remembers it, so like a bookmark. So you always show you the last few solutions that been using. If I show you what I mean, if I load another one, example solution, let's load number 1 this time. So you have 2 local solution loaded in runtime and 1 network solution. You can load another one if you like. So number 3 this time. Right, so we load a few solutions. We don't run them. You can run them if you like, but if I close the Smartie Manager, start it again, it will show you the last 3. So sort of give you a convenient way of sort of bookmark or memorize what you have been working on in the past as a local solution. As the network solution, it always shows if it's running on the network, but the only way to remove it is to stop it. You just stop like that, so it's gone. But the bookmarking of the local solution in the past, if you want to remove them, you don't want them to show, the only way to do that is to go to the configuration file, which is in the download folder, smartiemanager.exe.config. So if you open it up, it will show you the 3 solution 1, 2, 3, the path sitting here in this config file. So all you need to do is to delete them like this, and Ctrl S to save and close. Now if you start the Smartie Manager again, you got nothing there because we have removed the bookmark. Right, now let's load our solution again. This time I'm loading solution number 7. Right, and it hasn't been running, so everything is shutting down. So now move on. I'm going to expand this second panel here, is what I call the solution browsing panel, the browser panel. It shows you the solution, all the nodes or the handlers that in your solution, and the data flow is always from the top of the tree and flows down. So the parents passes on is the output data to the children, and children passes grandchildren and go on. Right. So to use this panel effectively, you can select the node you are interested of. So when you do that, it highlights the related nodes, right? The parents, the grandparents, or the upstream nodes. It will highlight in light blue background, and the direct children that receives the data from this selected node is highlighted as yellow. And if you start a module or a node, you can do like this: start, stop. Right? Just this will start only the node by itself and stop by itself. Right? And you can stop like that. But you have another option to start a group of nodes together called start branch. What does the start branch mean? A branch is the upstream nodes and the node itself and all the downstream nodes. So that means all the upstream nodes that feed the data into the current node, or any downstream nodes that receiving data from the current node. Let's see, if I'm selecting this one, I start branch, what will happen is that all the highlighted blue ones, which is feeding data to this node, will get started, whereas all the children nodes receiving data from this node is also started. Right? So and this one is not feeding data. These other nodes are not receiving data, so it's not relevant. Right? So also you can stop node as such. All the related nodes will be stopped. Right, so that's how it works. And another option in this submenu is the view logs. So if every node has its own logging folder, so if you go to the view log option, it will show you the logging folder, and every day you have a log file. The prefix of the log file is the name of the node, and the suffix of the node, the logging file is the date. So if you want to know an event happened to the what has happened for a particular node a few days ago, come here, look for the date stamp, and open it up and see what has been produced. Maybe there's some errors, maybe some particular message you are interested of. Optionally, you might be able to see some information there. Right, so that view logs. And also another thing is edit config. It opens the config file of each node, of each node. Right? If you go like this, this is config file of the node. The config file will be expanded when I come in to expand the node details panel on the right. Just knowing that the submenu allows you to access that. And below the browser panel is the node flow panel. So it tells you the data flow in a different view, right? So this pretty much has the same information as this view, but it's just more linear in a way. That's why it's more trivial, if you like. Tell you the data flow from the very beginning. See if I change the selection, it changes, of course, into the current select node and what is happening when the data has been processed. You will go to the children node. It doesn't go all the way to the leaf, you just go to the direct children of this current selected node, and you can see how many records comes in, how many records goes out, and for the next stage, how many comes in, how many comes out. So you can sort of know, okay, statistic wise, how many records been processed, and does it make sense to you? Maybe you are expecting something happening, and so it gives you some sort of idea what's going on. So it's very direct to give you the feedback and also the related nodes what's going on. Now we have expand the solution view panel, and we have expand the browser view, and we have expand the node flow view. On the right hand side of the Smartie Manager program is the node details. So they have 3 sections of the current, is the details of the current selected node. So if you select a different node, it will give you the information related to this. The very top of the 3 sections is the node details description. Right? So you can see the title is the name of the node. Remember, when you build a Smartie solution, you're recommended to name your node properly. So it's more sort of descriptive to tell you what does this node do. And in addition to that, you can optionally but strongly recommended to put some description about what this node is all about. So when you build your solution, you always try to be more descriptive. So if you go to the Smartie config file, you will see this part. The top, no, actually here is the description. So you can edit this part, put some relevant information about this node. Right? This is output to certain hospital for only certain type of patients, so on. So it sort of give you an idea what is the intention. And the second part of this config file is the handler types. So what's the nature of this handling, right? So, and this is also showing on here. In this case is a catcher program, and then you have a list of parameters specifically for this handler for you to work on, right? So in this case, the catcher has 2 parameters you can configure. One is the whether you want to zip the content when you're catching the output, and also you can specify if you want to append the output to the existing file, or you want to save it separately. So this is just an example and if you go to a different handler, you have different type of settings allows you to set, right? So you can change your parameter by go to the configuration and change the settings from here. And the very bottom here of the no detail section is the live log. When the program runs, every node produces output, right? So not the data output, but actually some logging information about the progress, how the node is running. So how many records in processing, what sort of response it receives, and so on. So it depends on the handler what it wants to produce, right? How many records being captured and so on. So and this give you some sort of live feedback about what's going on here. So you can see this timestamp. Okay, when was the last thing happened? What was the information about it? So if there's error, if something unexpected happened, you can actually, without going to the log file, you can see what's happening right now. Alright, so that's pretty much the main information you can get on the interface. One of the things I want to explain to you is this switch layout button here. So it will switch on and off the no detail panel on the right, which give more room for these three other panels. So if you go switch layout, you can see the solution listing panel gets expanded. You can see more longer path of this if you want, and also you have more space on the browser view and the node flow view. So that's an option. You can switch the interface back and forth. If you want to see the node details, of course, you go to this view, you can select them. But you say, I don't care, they're all running fine. You can go to see them more. That's your own preference. That's pretty much it. The rest of buttons, not only information only, so you can go to the about to see the design of the logo, and then go to some websites to get the latest information. Actually, this can be useful because Smartie is constantly evolving. You have new handlers, maybe some discussions how to use things. Always recommended to check it from time to time. And also some useful tools I developed in the Smartie smartho7.com. So that's the end of the video. I hope you learn how to use the program, and now you can be more productive when building your solution with Smartie. Thank you so much. See you next time.